Hey everybody, this is Anna from HotOptionBabe.com. You have to pardon me, I have a little bit of a cold and a sore throat, so I'll do my very best to get through this in a in a manner that is somewhat understandable. But what I'd like to show you is a daily chart of the E-minis, and then we'll go over. I got this raccoon here. Okay, here's a daily chart. Now, if you look from the low of 1002.75 to the high of 1224.75 that we just hit back last week, you can see that we finally look to have peaked out, and it is starting to show some cracks. Now, remember last weekend I told you that the last weekend's update that I thought that we were due for some correction, and it turned out I was pretty much spot on time. But what you can see here is these are the Fibonacci retracements. Now this is on a daily basis, so I'm not exactly sure if we're going to see. Oh, I hate when this does this. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to see all of this retracement, but it is possible we could get down to the 1130 or 995 or 1140 area. That would be a 38.2% retracement level from the highs. I'm not banking on that, but I am looking at it, and it's very possible. I do believe that 1172 is quite doable. You can see here on this stochastic, and this is what I use most, is the stochastics. Those are and I do a lot of day trading. Yes, I do. And for those that really want to make money, and you really have the discipline along with me to follow me in the lounge, I'm day trading futures, and you know, I say what average about 500 a day, but sometimes it's 1,000. Sometimes I have a little, a flat day. Normally, very unusual for me to have a down day because I know how to trade my way out of it. So I do try to remain very disciplined and keep very tight stops and tight limits. Okay, so in other words, I put on a trade on a future, and then I turn around and I already have my outs. I'm already out at plus 1.5 points and down 1 point, and that's fine for me. If I do that 5 times a day and I'm successful, I've made $750 a day, and that's that's fine with me. I am not a greedy person. I am just happy to be not too comfortable, and looking for the single hits, and not always the home run. But there are days when it's really unbelievable how much you can make if you're disciplined. Okay, so we're at right now, we closed Friday at 1195.50. Now this is on the minis, not on the cash. This is on the E-minis. Now a lot of people are asking me that are interested in possibly signing up. I actually do the Russell or the TF as much or more than I do the E-minis. So I tend to like it. I think it's a much more, I think it's an easier chart to trade, but everybody has their own preferences. So again, now we'll look at the stochastic here on the daily, and you clearly see that we are rolling over into a signal, a bearish signal. I hate this cursor. So we're rolling over into a bearish signal, and the MACD histogram has confirmed this by falling below, falling below the 0 line. Let me see if I can bring my chart back up. I don't know what happened here. Sometimes this thing's just too sensitive. Oh, yay. Okay, let me get back over here to charts. There we go. Sorry about that. And the MACD here has gone red. Now this is a sell signal. Okay, you can see I knew to start getting bearish because of the divergence here. Okay, and this bar here is up. It's a positive bar, but it's sloping down. So I have these little signals that tell me Yeah, I'm not so good today. I have these little signals that really help me with my trading that I really stick to. I also use the Bollinger Bands, but my biggest two things, there's my stochastics and my MACD, and I normally use the 5-minute. Now let's go to the 15-minute chart, okay, and let's look at what we got that we might see happen Sunday night. Right now, we have a clear bear flag, and this is this long, oh jeez, go, throw up outside. Cat's throwing up. Okay, we have a clear, let me fix this. We have a clear bear flag here, right here, and then the sideways action. That is a bear flag. And we also have the stochastics pointing down, showing a bearish signal, and we have bearish divergence. Okay, it's still a positive sign, but it's positive and going down. Okay, now, if we go to the 60-minute chart, let's tighten this up a little bit. I'm hoping this helps you guys out, but if you're really interested and you don't want to have to worry about all these signals and oh my gosh, is this right or is this wrong? That's what I do in the lounge, and that's what I do. As I put in the trades, and they're sent out to you by email. So if you're not in the chat room and a computer, it goes to your phone and to your email, so that you are notified when I open, close, where my stop losses are, and where my profit margins are in a trade. Sometimes I will say to be determined. So if I say that, that means I'm not quite sure where I'm going to get out, but I do post it as soon as and they're instantaneous. The minute I put on a trade, you know about it, okay? Now, we could see a little bit of a pop here sometime on Monday, according to the 60-minute. Maybe the weakness will be in the afternoon, and the weakness might be in the morning, and then it could be the opposite. But as of right now, we're still showing a weak market with the indicators telling us that we are in bear zone. I'm going to take a quick look at the weekly. I sound like I swallowed a frog. Yeah, the weekly is also showing the same thing, showing the divergences. No, I don't want to delete all my drawings. Ugh, drives me crazy. Can't see my, oh, there you go. I don't want to delete my MACD histogram. Okay. Well, it has that number in there. Okay, it is showing a bearish retracement as well. A bearish correction is due. Now, I hear people on other blogs calling for crashes. I do not foresee anything of that nature. Typically, end of year, you're going to see a melt up after Thanksgiving, from Thanksgiving on. So our correction could be the next couple of weeks, but remember, OPX is next week. That is normally a bullish week. On Tuesday is the most bullish, Wednesday being the next, and then you'll have a lot of chop Thursday and Friday. Now, why is that? That is because people are squaring off their positions before options expiration. They're buying back. Jagger, get away from the raccoon. Jagger, get away from that raccoon. We're having a duel here between the dog and the raccoon. Get back, Racky. Racky. That's his food, not yours anyway. Get back, Racky. Sorry, gang. So anyway, the traders are squaring off their positions for options expiration. So that is why you see the bullish. They're buying back their positions to close them out. So that is why. So if you didn't know, now you do. So anyway, have a great weekend. If you're interested in trying the lounge, you get a week free. Please don't try it unless you're really serious. We will get you all set up and everything. We just really want some people that are serious and that really want to grow their portfolio, but grow it in a reasonable amount of time. I'm not going to promise you every trade. Most of my trades are single hits, and they add up rather than have this approach to hit it out of the ballpark. So everybody have a great weekend, and I hope to see you soon. And please join in on the regular blog as well.